Well, this is different. So here's the thing. I don't know if I've actually ever spoken about J fashion or Lolita fashion or anything like that in my streams. I may have mentioned it once or twice. I feel like I probably mentioned it while I was playing Alice. But I don't know if I mentioned that I actually really enjoy it, like, as I'm aware of it. This sounds like I'm coming out. No. I really like J fashion. Lolita is my favorite, but I also really like Fairy K, though I've never actually worn Fairy K just because there's, like, I don't know. I just haven't. But there was a circumstance a little while ago where I really wanted to go to a convention, the only convention that is in my home province, actually. But because of my illness, I was unable to go. And that kind of hit me very hard in the sense of I sort of realized just how much I've had to give up since getting sick. And Lolita and cosplay are two of those things because, first and foremost on my mind is I have nowhere to wear my dresses. I have nowhere to wear Lolita. I need to turn up the, but yeah, because I only really wear it to conventions, and once I went to high tea with a friend, but now that I can't do a lot of the same stuff, I was feeling very down about it. And then I realized I'm an adult with free will. I only have a couple of dresses, and a lot of my pieces are off-brand. I think I have I have two actual brand pieces, one from Baby the Starshine Bright and one from Infanto, which is less so of a brand. But that's not the point. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah. I realized I can kind of do whatever I want. So I decided for my next crochet stream, where I'm going to be finishing up the cardigan that I was working on ages ago, that I would do it in Lolita. A problem that arises with this is that a lot of people that I know online don't know that I dress in Lolita sometimes. So it's a little bit weird because there's the whole non-binary thing, and it's very girly, but so I was very nervous for a while. However, I have decided to do it. Am I stalling? Perhaps. But I also made a little mask thing to go over my face to kind of preserve some of my anonymity. So, I'm stalling. Yeah. It's a little bit something that I'm self-conscious about, because I'm not I don't like attention very much, in the sense of, like, I don't know. I'm self-conscious. I feel like a lot of people are, and that's something that a lot of people within the fashion, like, deal with as well, but it's fine. Let me actually get my things together so I can start crocheting right away. I'm also excited to show you guys my buttons that I've made for this cardigan. But, without any more stalling, I suppose I actually should check and make sure the audio is good. Hang on. The one time Blue checks their audio, it's to avoid turning on their camera. That makes sense. Don't mind me, just wasting time trying to figure out how to get to my creator dashboard. Alright, hang on. Oh wow, you can hear the echo very much so. Alright, hang on. Oh wow, you can hear the echo very much so. Alright, hang on. Oh wow. Okay, let's get rid of that. Alright, I'm gonna turn up my music a little bit. Because, yikes. Let's turn up. Okay. I'm stalling. It's fine. This is fine. I was actually originally going to do this on YouTube, but I realized I didn't have my YouTube stream stuff set up. Okay. Hello! Let's get some... So, unfortunately, I can't stand up to show off my coordinate because of the way my space is set up right now. I also have my mic back, but only for this, because I can't really use it while I'm in bed. But I can kind of show what's going on here. I have a command to show the names of and the brands of what I'm wearing today. Like I said, it's mostly off-brand, but for the future. It's very itchy and uncomfortable because, again, off-brand. Oh boy. I need to get... Alright. And this is the little mask thing that I made. It's very cute and practical, and I can drink through it. Probably. Sort of. This is also the most I've ever shown my face in a stream, which is disconcerting. I don't like that I can see myself now. I'm not wearing any wrist cuffs or accessories on my hands. I usually actually wear gloves. In coordinates, I partially because I'm lazy and I don't like dealing with the whole accessories thing, partially because of my little tiny baby hands. I don't like drawing attention to them. But since I'm crocheting, I kind of need the use of my hands a little bit more than I usually would when I'm just walking around. So this, I'm also wearing boots that go with my coordinate, but you can't see them because I can't stand up. So this is the closest I've been so far to my finished cardigan. Let me put the mic up there. It's all put together. I've got the sleeves all attached. I don't really like... There's some bits that I don't like. I don't like how the sleeves attach to the cardigan itself. I wish I'd had, I wish I'd made it with a couple less squares. But for the most part, I'm happy with this, especially for my first big project. I've also made some buttons. These took a little bit longer than I would have liked to make. There's 4 in total. I've only got 2 on right now. I'm not going to be sewing the other 2 on today because that requires counting and I don't feel like it. What I am going to be doing today is just weaving in all of the ends on the inside of this thing. If you can see all of these. Oh, I didn't bring my scissors. Wait, yes I did. They're there. I hate weaving in the ends. I don't like that there's not a specific set way to do it, like there is for most crochet stuff. And I also don't know where to start, so I haven't really done any of it yet. Like, around the time that I started making the last couple panels, I stopped weaving in the ends of the squares. So there's a whole bunch of, like, situations like that with just loose threads and loose yarn and all that sort of stuff. I'm also fogging up my glasses with this mask, so that's really fun. I don't need them right now, so I'll just put them over there. I also don't need to be wearing my earbuds. Uh-oh. This wig is also fairly cheap, but it has lasted me well the couple of years that I've had it. There go my earbuds. It's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine and I'm very chill. I'm also in a rocking chair. Very, haunted doll-esque. So, let's decide where I want to start with this. Because there is a lot. I'm not gonna put it on or anything until I'm done, so... Like I did at first. Okay. Let's get started. My kit is all the way over there. Sorry, it's so weird to be able to, like, see me. I don't like it. It's strange. It's not the most best time. It's also gonna be a little different because I'm not, like, I don't have any horror videos going on in the background. Sorry, every time I look near my computer, I look straight at, it's freaking me out. So it's just going to be me and some music and a horrible, horrible task. My skirt is coming up. And I'm going to chat a little bit about Lolita fashion, because why would I not? This, okay, I crocheted this because what else am I good for? And it's good at what it does, but it is also making me very, very hot. I'm not going to be doing this for too long because it is actually quite tiring to be, like, even before I got sick, I couldn't be in a coordinate, like, all day or anything. There's just too much, like, there's too much going on, too much sensory input. I need to, like, I really need to start getting better quality items, because the one brand item that I do have, like the one, like, expensive brand item that I do have is a jumper skirt. I don't actually remember what series it's from. It's a Baby the Starshine Bright one, but, and it's very nice, like, sort of cottony. It's not like this weird, like, chenille stuff. There's a lot of lace and a lot of, Blouses are the worst for me because it's like, a lot of the time, more middle quality or poorer quality blouses are made with this weird, I don't actually know what the fabric is called. It's like, it's like, it's quite sheer and it is light, but it doesn't, I don't know, it's just, it doesn't feel great on my little sensitive baby skin. But it's like I said, I usually only wore this at conventions, so I would only wear it for a couple of hours at most. While I, you know, walked around. I spend a lot of time at conventions at the vendors area, because I don't know. sometimes I feel a little bit out of place at cons because I'm not, the conventions I usually go to are anime conventions, and I don't have the same sort of like knowledge, I guess, of anime as a lot of my con friends do. So with like panels where people would be talking about certain stuff, I always feel a little bit like, oh, I don't know what they're talking about, which is fine. And I went to a lot more panels when I went with friends, but when I go alone, I mainly just spend time in the vendors area because I don't have as much in common with the panelists. Yeah. That is something that I want to do if I ever end up being able to go to a convention again, is to spend more time going to panels and stuff like that. Because they are fun. Hopefully the music is okay now that I've turned it up. I will review the footage later and discover that it's not. Because otherwise, if it's too quiet, this is just me sitting in silence. And also yapping. I don't know what to do when you're at the point where the yarn is too short to further sew, but too long to do anything else. Usually I just end up cutting it. Which is the lazy way out, and does not always serve me well, but it's fine. Weaving in the ends is the worst part. I like crocheting because it's very structured in ways that I enjoy. But when you weave in the ends, you just kind of do whatever, and it's not the same. It's not the same sort of flow. Plus, then I have to wrangle the yarn, and I'm not a fan of that. I'm just gonna snip off the little ends once I've gotten it well enough in it. I'm using fabric scissors, which is a sin, but that's fine. I also get a lot of hair in my projects, which is not going to be helped by wearing this cheap wig. Actually, yesterday went and I cut some of the other wigs that I have that I hadn't cut yet, and I steamed them out a little bit because they're tangled, and that did seem to help. I know that you're, with some things, not supposed to steam them out, but whatever. I can do what I want. My wrists feel so bare. My hands feel so bare without my gloves. I don't know if I have them. I think I put them away. But they're very cute gloves. And it saves me from having to wear wrist cuffs and bracelets and rings and stuff. Because I'm very impatient. And I'm more interested. It's a bit of a bad thing, but it's why my wigs and blouses and stuff are cheap, but I'm more interested in the main pieces. But the problem is that when you focus all of your attention on the main pieces, you don't have the basics properly. You have to have good basics, like a good coordinate. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to kind of build up my wardrobe a bit more, get some like good quality blouses. I've heard the Bodyline blouses are really good. Bodyline is a company that's, if I remember correctly, was kind of known for being Ida, I suppose. but they have good blouses and good shoes, I've heard. And good wigs, maybe? I don't remember. But they're also, again, if I'm remembering correctly, a Japanese company. So the shipping, etc. Oh, I lied. I actually have I have 2 brand pieces if you're counting just like the main 2. I have the Angelic Pretty one piece, but it doesn't fit me very well. I don't enjoy the way it fits. It's more of like, I don't know what you call that fit of dress that's like, this dress is sort of like it, where if I stand, it kind of poofs out a little bit higher, like you can see the waist cinches here. But the AP dress that I have that's like that is, it's like that, but more so. And it's also rather small because it's a brand dress, and I have a large American figure. So a lot of brand dresses do not fit me very well. Or at all. I do have one brand dress, though, that I would like. 2 of them, actually. One of them is very, very, very top of my list for dream dress, and the other is like kind of been on and off my list. And they're both baby dresses for some reason. I usually tend... I used to think that I liked Angelic Pretty patterns more, but for some reason, they've just not been appealing to me as much anymore. I think I like the Kira and my sort of style ones, because the ones that they've been coming out with lately that are kind of just like objects floating in space don't appeal to me as much. What was, I don't remember the name that was like, it was like a Lovely Bathroom, I think, where it had a bunch of like perfume and beauty stuff, but it was just kind of like scattered everywhere on the print. But there's Invitation to Fifth Avenue, which is like, it's the one JSK that I'm looking out for. It's kind of like off-white, I think, and it's got like kind of shop fronts. Baby does those really good, like the sort of like storefront building scenes on their dresses. But I really want that one. I've never been able to find it for sale anywhere. Hi, Twee! Femme presentation, so real. Yes, hyper feminine girly pop time. While I do my little fiber arts and wear my little Japanese fashion. But the other is, it's like a French name, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to pronounce it, but it's Salon de Thé, however you say tea in French, Ninette, which is like a cafe sort of thing. That's a nice hat, though. I wish I had the name and the brand of this hat, because I got it, well, I actually got it off of a website that I don't support anymore, due to shady business practices, but it is really nice for being off-brand. It's like, it holds its shape really well, and the ribbon, I enjoy and doesn't bother my skin. But yes, it is fun. I like wearing it at a little tilt. Makes me feel like a I was gonna say like an old lady, like like an older timey lady person, whatever. A lordess. I'm trying to think, because I know that I had an AP dress that I really wanted for a long time, but I can't remember what it is now. What is that called? Consume. Are you eating snack? I can't eat in this mask. It took me way too long to make. Like, it only took a day, but it was like, it just, the pattern was complicated, and it's actually meant to be worn as a bandana, but I needed something to cover my face. And it's got, I like that the holes are enough that I can like properly breathe through and I can like air myself. I'm trying to think of more things I can say related to Lolita fashion, but it's like I'm not, I don't know, I'm not super knowledgeable in it. Did you pop in a brain stream? It's a disaster. Yes, I was there. Oh my gosh. I texted him last night telling him that I was going to do this, and he mentioned that he was going to do an air fryer stream. I was so excited, and then, I felt really bad. But he made do with the egg thing, and that was very good. I'm happy for him that worked out. I am very excited for the upcoming air fryer stream, whatever that might be, because if there's one person that doesn't need to be ruining their digestive systems with air fried ramen and pickles and Reese's cups, it's brainless_VT. Right? Like, yeah. I did have to leave though. Food stuff kind of grosses me out sometimes when it gets to a certain point. So I did have to leave, but I'm glad I popped in. Is he still going? How is that going? I popped in and went back to sleep. Very chaotic dreams you must have had. Yeah. I haven't been able to catch a stream of his in quite a while. He ended? I hope he had fun, and I hope he's okay. Oh, goodness gracious. Disaster, man. Man, I can't, I feel very self-conscious not having anything on my hands. I don't have wrist cuffs, I don't have rings. I have been thinking about I'm waiting if he gets sick or not. Yeah, that's like my big, so I tend to stay away from food stuff. The gummy incident was unfortunate. No, one thing that I do plan on doing is making some jewelry, because I buying jewelry and accessories for Lolita is weird for me, because it's like, what if it doesn't go with all of my stuff, even though, whatever. This hat, I'm very fortunate that it actually goes with this coordinate and 2 other ones that I also do, which is good. Versatile. But I have some molds from back when I did Deco Den, which I might start doing again, and I might do on stream at some point, because that would be super, super fun. I would need to get like a desk cam for that though. But some molds for Cabochons back when I used to do Deco Den. And I'm thinking that I could use them to make some very basic, simple jewelry. So this isn't going to be a very long stream. I have other things to do today. And I've got some prior commitments. And also I want to get out of this. Like I said, I love it. I love it, but I don't love wearing it. It's uncomfortable. More use is good. Well, especially because everything costs so much. So I have a lot of clay, I have stuff to color it, and I have stuff to shape it with. So I'm just going to make some basic, like, bracelets, maybe a ring or 2. I want to make a necklace, even though necklaces are a bit weird for me with Lolita, because it's like, because a lot of blouses are like frilly and stuff. I probably wouldn't wear a necklace if I was wearing this hat because of the way that the ribbon goes. It's just, I just love it so much, man. That's actually one of the reasons why I haven't worn Fairy K yet, because that's very accessory heavy, and there's a lot of layers, and there's a lot of different stuff you need to wear. And with Lolita, you almost kind of don't need as much, if that makes sense. But I'm wanting to get into it again. I'm wanting to see if I can make anything crochet for Fairy K stuff, which would be very fun. Oh, this is gonna take forever. This is gonna take so long. Yeah, I'm not like... I don't wear Lolita frequently enough or go in-depth enough into it to kind of give like a spiel about it. But I do want to talk about more, because I have been wanting to wear it more. Just because it's fun and it makes me happy. It makes me feel pretty. Like a little doll. Even though that's a controversial thing. was that girl's name? Venus? I'm just going on tangents and tangents today. All of the little emojis. Oh, I should make, if I want to do this more, I should make an emote of my little character in Lolita. That would be so cute. Sorry if you can hear things in the background. I actually am hopefully, fingers crossed, I can't actually cross my fingers because of my weird hands, but hopefully we'll be getting into my own apartment soon. Maybe, if things work out. And it'll be like in the same town as I'm in now, so there's still like supports around me if something goes bad. I can't believe you are blue. False advertising. I really want to cosplay as Blue someday. My little character. I think that would be so much fun. It would require a lot of body paint. I'm gonna color myself in Sharpie in a hotel bathtub like that one Homestuck cosplayer story. I don't remember when I first heard about that, but I remember finding it very amusing. I've only actually cosplayed once. And it was last summer. It was for a very short amount of time, because that was when I was still very ill. And I got way too hot and overstimulated at the convention center, so I only went there and then I was like, hey, nope, need to take it off. But cosplay never appealed to me as much as stuff like Lolita. I think that's probably because it's more uniform, it's more particular. With Lolita, you can just kind of like, you make your own thing, right? But, it's also interesting. I would like to try it again someday. Not that I feel like that sounds like I'm digging at cosplayers. Cosplayers are incredibly creative, and, like, it's so cool to see how they do certain things. Are you comfortable with bodysuits? You could do that instead of painting. That is true. That probably wouldn't work. I think I would likely overheat, but I completely forgot that those exist. I've always found colored bodysuits very, very funny, because then it'll like scrunch up the elbows sometimes, and then it looks like the person's skin is like, it's just a very funny thing for me. The very first convention I went to, someone in the group I ended up in was cosplaying as Peridot from Steven Universe, and they had a bodysuit. They painted their face. I'm trying to think if that's the person I'm thinking of, and I don't think it is. Sorry. Need the ones made for dancers? Are they like different? Hi, Blue Star and Lake. Came back from gym. Hi, Plane. How was the gym? Are you swole now? Are you big and strong? I could never go to a gym. Well, actually, that's a lie. I've been to a gym, and it was fine. Ew, Jim. Who's Jim? Okay. My ears are doing a weird thing right now underneath my wig, and I am very acutely aware of it. How's the music volume, you guys? They're more cooling and breathable since dancers move. That does make sense. Huh. Wonder if they make blue dancer bodysuits. My hips hurt because I wanted to beat my friend to see if we could hip thrust 200 pounds. What is wrong with you people? I didn't even know that was an exercise. What muscle does that build? I'm imagining you're like on your back and you're like lifting weights with your hips. So that would probably build like your thigh muscles, right? Music is good? That's good. I have trouble with music volume. Do I have the chat up? I don't have the chat on. Oh my gosh. Why is the chat? There we go. Sorry, guys. Okay. That's enough of that. I'm trying to think of like funny Lolita stories, but I don't really have any. Basically your butt muscles. Yeah, I'm trying to like think of what muscles connect to what. Good to have strong butt muscles. For sitting. For more intense sitting. Chat jump scare. Be perceived. I know that my glasses also don't really... I'm gonna take them off for a little bit. My glasses don't really go with my coordinate, but I can't see the chat now. But they're the only pair I have, and I'm blinded at them. And thighs? Okay, so I was partially right. Like I said, for more intense sitting. I'm just gonna put that in there and hope it stays. Some of these are gonna be kind of just like snipped off or like short, but... Alright. I'm not working in any specific directions. Glasses not distracting, it's fine. I know, but it doesn't go with the outfit. What I really want to do is I want to get like some neutral colored like round rimmed glasses and then have chains hanging from them. But that wouldn't work with the wig, so that'd be when I wanted to wear my natural hair today, but before that I need a haircut. I really want to get bangs, but my hair is just horrible right now. And it doesn't go with any of my accessories. I have very, very thin, fine hair, so like it doesn't do anything unless I force it to. First he did 2, then I did 3, then he did 5, then I did 10, him 15, and we stopped at my 20. I did a total of 33 200-pound hip thrusts. That's insane. You're insane. You're insane. But congratulations on winning. You beat him, and that's all that matters. These moon squares are kind of fun to, not fun, but like better to weave the ends in, because I can just circle it around the moon area. Even though I'm pretty sure that's not proper technique, but whatever. The very first, actually, I do have a story to tell. I got into Lolita fashion when I was, I think, 15, and in the summer when I was 16, if I remember correctly, I went to my very first convention. I don't know, I don't remember exactly what. I couldn't walk for the first 5 minutes playing. That's not proper workout. Oh my gosh, my wrists are so pale. Yikes. That's not proper workout thing. You have to be careful. But I think I was 16 when I went to my first convention. And this was before I had this dress, but I did wear this hat. It was in my Infanta dress. And I didn't wear my coordinate into the convention. I had everything in my backpack. I'm just wearing normal street clothes, so imagine this. This was back when my social anxiety was extremely bad too. Like I just like being out in public was very difficult. Engaging with people was very difficult. I was very, very shy. So imagine this like terrified looking baby, like 16-year-old holding a backpack that's bulging like, because I can't remember if it was 1 or 2 petticoats in there. I think it was only 1. I don't think I went that crazy. But it was a petticoat, a jumper skirt, shoes, this hat, a wig. Was it a wig? Did I have a wig? I might have had a wig. I can't quite remember. And a blouse. Like all of the components. I just had it in my backpack. Terrible for, yeah. And I think it was when we were waiting in line to get inside. There was this person cosplaying as how do you pronounce the main character of One Piece? I'm not going to try because I'm going to embarrass myself. They're cosplaying as him. I would cry on the spot. It's so weird to think back on that and like look back at that place in my life because I'm still very socially awkward and I am very anxious in social situations, but it's like I wouldn't say I have more confidence, but I have less care. Like I got to a point in my life where I just decided not to care. I think I've talked about that before, but at the time I was just so scared of people like judging me and making fun of me. I also think a lot of it was like the societal climate at the time. because that would have been 2018, and I was very online as a teenager because I didn't really have friends. So and back in that sort of era, there was a lot of like cringe culture stuff going on. It was a bit difficult to have interests on the internet, and there's still stuff like that now, but it was a lot more popular to bully people for having interests, right? So I was very, very concerned that real life would also be like that. So I'm standing in line, and I get to talking with this cosplayer, and I mentioned that I wear lolita and that I want to, and that it's in my backpack. And I don't remember their exact words, but they turned to me and like they made me look at them, and they were like, "Listen, if there is one place in the world that you can wear this," because I was saying that I was kind of thinking about not wearing it at all. So if there's one place in the world you can wear this, it's here at this anime convention, because it's full of nerds and people with the same interests who will not judge you for it. So I actually went to the bathroom and I put on my whole coordinate. I came out and they were like, "You look amazing," and like they're gushing over it. Absolute. I do not remember their name for the life of me. I don't even know if I got their name. But yeah, I owe a lot to that random stranger from that convention. That sounds so cute. It was just such like a sweet thing for them to say. And then we walked around the convention a little bit together, and we ended up going, because the convention center is linked to a mall, so we ended up going to the mall, and we ran into another group of cosplay. Like, I was all dressed up still, and we ran into a group of cosplayers who gushed over their cosplay, and then gushed over my Lolita, and then kidnapped me? Sorry. It's the textbook kidnapped by extrovert situation. They were like, "Oh, come with us, we're gonna go do things." And I was like, okay. And I'm still friends with some of them to this day. We hung out for the rest of con. I got their Instagrams and all that. That convention is such a good memory. We went to a Spencer's, and there was a mom and her little girl there. And, like when you're dressed like this, and you're in cosplay or anything, any sort of alternative fashion, you're gonna get looked at. So I was like very cutely aware of people looking at me, and there was this little girl who kept staring, and like when she saw me looking, she'd like hide behind her mom. And right as we were about to leave, the mom came up to me and she's like, "I'm sorry to bother you. My daughter thinks you look very pretty. She said you look like a princess." And I was like, ah. Good interaction. Got kidnapped would say it was a good day. Honestly, yeah, any day you get kidnapped by extroverts is a good day. Yeah. I don't talk to them as much anymore just because you fall out of touch with people, but I still consider them friends. That's the end of my story. Oh, there's my water timer. Big reach. I actually have to dress up again today in like normal person dress up clothes for pictures. There's my mouth. I need to be drinking more water than I do, but I'm getting there. I have a timer set for every hour on the hour to drink a couple big sips. Okay. I wish I could hear the music right now. I can't have earbuds in. I'll go for another 15 minutes, maybe. I'll go to the. Just know the music sounds great. I really enjoyed that album. So right now I'm literally just sitting in silence. I'll go until I hit an hour. I thought I'd be going for like half an hour, but because then I have to have a shower, a bath, and then get my hair all done and all that. It's my little sister's graduation pictures today, so I have to dress up in normal people dress up clothes. And then stand in a field. That's fine though. She's very insistent on everything being perfect, which I totally understand. Thankfully, I do not need to wear a wig for that one. Wigs are so difficult. Like I said, I want to like get something done with my natural hair so that it actually looks decent, so that when I do dress up, I can just wear my natural hair. It's so difficult to wear wigs if you have problems with temperature regulation. I hope you and them have a wonderful day taking pictures and have fun. Oh, thank you. It's mostly going to be her because they're her grad pictures. I just have to stand there occasionally. Luckily, I get to sit down in between, so. You can really tell looking at this cardigan that's like, I've never made a cardigan before, but it's fine. It's my first time doing it, and I'm allowed to do it kind of badly. I'm gonna do this again. I do want to start doing my crochet streams on YouTube and such, just because it's a bit, I don't know, it's a different platform, and yeah. I think your outfit looks really cool. Aw, thank you. I love this fashion so much. I want to start wearing Fairy K. That's like a really big thing that I want to start doing. What was I saying? Yeah, and I do want to do more crochet streams in my Lolita coordinates, because again, I can't really do stuff the same as I used to be able to, and that is a bummer. But I can adapt and do other stuff. I did, the one time I wore Lolita that I wasn't at a convention was when I went to a sort of high tea thing with a former friend, and they wore kind of like gothy sort of stuff, and I wore Lolita. And nothing really notable happened except we were on the bus, and there was this one old woman that was just blatantly dead staring at us. Like, her eyes were like all wide. She looked permanently like shocked, which again, if you're dressed in alternative fashion and you're like standing out, you're gonna get people looking at you. That's fine. It's completely normal. But there's something about an old lady just not even attempting to hide the fact that she's like actually glaring at you, that it was more funny than anything else, because it's like, wow, this must be the highlight of your day, huh? Or the low light with how she was looking. I'm actually gonna do a sort of English tea thing on my birthday. Oh, is that a woman or a ghost? Like, you know what? It very well might have been a vengeful spirit that died on the bus. I'm gonna do like I'm going to the city and I'm gonna do a tea thing for my birthday, hopefully, if my body allows it. But it's fun. It's fun, to sort of do it. I'm gonna dress up. I don't know. I enjoy it. My brain just blanked out completely. Oh, and if you didn't hear from my stream with Mutt the other day, I am now a part of a a duo channel with my best friend Mutt Culture. It's called That Was Not Okay, and we're just like, we're gonna be doing games. I think we're gonna be doing some tier list stuff just because that's funny. We have a couple things lined up. One of them that I really want to do with them is date everything, because I think that would be very fun to do together. Speaking of birthdays, I just got a notification about someone comparing restaurants for the best birthday gift. Weird. Everyone's having birthdays in the summer, man. Yeah. I kind of wish my birthday wasn't in the summer because it's always so hot. I'm the first follower. Yes, that's right. That's so funny because I haven't gotten a chance to follow it on this account yet because I was still logged in to that account from setting it up. But yeah, we're gonna be doing essentially all the stuff that I do here, because we work really well together and we're very good friends, and I think we're very funny together. No, it's just very fun to do stuff with them. Yeah, right now I'm trying to draw the banner, but like it's very slow going. I'm still not an artist. And I'm trying to make it, because we both have always kind of had associated colors with us for whatever reason, just like whenever we do something, I don't know. And theirs is orange and mine is blue, so I'm trying to make it not look like Portal. Lethal Company was definitely an amazing stream last time. It was so much fun. The first time, actually, the channel name derives from the very first time we played Lethal Company together on stream. It's always such a joy playing stuff with them. There's Mutt is one of the funniest people I've ever met. And I feel like a lot of the time it's just me like laughing my butt off at something they've said. And also they enjoy exposing me to mods when I can gloss over that. In games, when I never really played with mods before. One of the funniest kind of running things is that in our like joint Minecraft server that we play on, anytime we play Minecraft together with like a group, they're always looking for mods, and they're always like so difficult to well, not always so difficult, but they're often difficult because scary. Mr. Worldwide is sitting in the corner. Oh yeah, sorry, it took me a second because I remembered that we were Pitbull, but yes, I was sitting in the corner quite a bit. Yeah, it's fun. We have fun here. So a lot of it is gonna be like a thing we're gonna do is they're going to be like putting together like mod packs for me to kind of react to in game, which is gonna be so much fun. They're very good at setting stuff like that up. They're one of the like things I will always say about Mutt is that they're incredibly good at organizing things for other people to do, like along with them of course, but like Minecraft servers or like just it's they very much like to do things with other people and make sure that other people are having a good time and create circumstances where people can like interact and get along and be comfortable and all that. They're incredibly good at that. I can't wait for the first stream. Me too. The only problem is that I am a little bit unreliable with like what my body will do at any given moment. So we are trying to figure out a way to like, because I don't want what happened at the end of last stream to happen again, where I just completely crashed without warning and then had to navigate the whole thing when I couldn't think or really see properly. That was not fun. But I trust them very much to help me with that. Things are different than they used to be, and that is something that I have to be okay with. I know I talk a lot about being sick. Part of me is like, I shouldn't, but also it's like, again, I've spoken about this. It is kind of everything in my life right now. And I think it's important to demystify a lot of things around chronic illness and disability, because it's like, there's a lot of stuff that I never knew, like, before I got sick, stuff that I never thought about. And I think the more people who are in that situation and are comfortable with it, talking about it, and in, like, a way that shows, like, this is what my day-to-day life kind of entails, I think the more people that do that, the easier it will be for other people to understand kind of, you know, what it's like. And then for other people with the same things being like, oh, there's a community, there's people who understand, I don't feel so alone. So a lot of stuff is just like, yeah. I know a lot of it comes off as complaints for me, trying to get better at that. One of the things I asked for my birthday is Pokemon stickers so that I can decorate my cane. Because it only has one Sobble right now. And the Sobble looks very sad because it's completely alone. Though that's kind of on brand, I suppose. Alright, so I'm just going to wrap up this square here, and then I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to do a little outfit check at the very end, too, to see if because I need to move my computer for that. So, I'm going to wait. But it's nice to have the mask so I don't need to worry about positioning the computer a certain way, and yeah. I'm not, like, I don't know, I'm just not super comfortable putting my face online. Blooble. Thank you. I don't know why that tickled me so much. Alright. Okie dokie. Put this away so I don't have a random needle sitting in my room. It doesn't look like I got much done, but I did weave in several ends. I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited to put the rest of the buttons on. I want to show the buttons again because I'm happy about them. Where did they go? Where are my buttons? Hello? My buttons. Reveal. Look at these guys. There's still more, but yeah. Looks so good. Thank you. Alright. Let me do a very quick... You did such an amazing job. Thank you. I'm gonna do a quick little look at the full coordinate. Oh, something fell down. That's fine. This is the JSK. It's got like a false dress bottom. And you see them? My shoes! They don't super go with the coordinate, but I like them. And I really like this. This blouse is rather cheap, and it's a little bit too much, but I do kind of like it, even though it's got like several different patterns. So let me just... Okay. Oh, okay, I can breathe now that the mask's off again. Yeah, so... Thank you, Plain, and thank you, Twee. Thank you guys for coming out and hanging out and being so sweet. Again, I am still self-conscious and stuff like that and a little bit nervous, but it's really fun to be able to do, and I'm glad that I'll be able to get some more chances to wear this thing that I like. And maybe in the future, I will wear some Fairy K as well. Yeah. Okay. It is go away time now.